Welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD. Last time, we saved Makar, allowed the forest people to go plant seeds around the Great Sea and make forests sprout up from the ground and make the world a better place. Save the trees! That was me. That was mainly me, man. Anyway, moving on, there's still a few things we can do around here in Forest Haven. So while I said we are going to go out to the Great Sea, which we are this episode, I still do want to do things here first. It's just kind of delaying the inevitable a little bit. Thank you, Link, for all that you have done for me. How was my performance? Did it suit your tastes or no? This instrument is the one the great Deku Tree gave to me on the day of my birth. He said it is an instrument that people played long, long ago. It has taken many long hours of practice for me to be able to perform at the level I do now. 8 of my fellow Koroks have set out on journeys to create new forests in the world. But both Hollow, who studies the making of potions, and I are always on this island. Please come see us here again. We'll be waiting for you. So he's kind of alluding to something we can do a little bit later. And by a little bit later, I mean maybe I won't even do it at all, because I really don't know if I'm planning on doing that side quest. But there is this. He did allude to this. How are you, Hollow? Swordsman, thank you so much for bringing Makar back to us. I am Hollow. I make potions from the fruit of the forest. These guys' voices are changing all the time because I can't remember who's who, other than Makar. So we're just gonna go with whatever. I wish I could create a potion that would help you, Swordsman, but the ones I have here only seem to work on my fellow Koroks. I know! If you can somehow gain magic power, Swordsman, then you will surely need a potion that can replenish it. Then, if I can get the right ingredients, I might be able to make a potion for you. Oh, but I haven't seen the ingredients that help recover magic power here in the forest. If I had seeds from the flower monster in the Forbidden Woods, then maybe I could make a potion for you. Do you know about those seeds? I do, because they are actually Boko Baba seeds. If you want, you can make magic potions. Can I not climb up here? Oh, it's probably just for him. You stingy man, I was going to try to do some parkour in here. But no, as long as you have Boko Baba seeds, you can actually make magic potions. I don't think I'm going to use any magic potions during this playthrough, really. Maybe eventually. It might be a fun little investment to make. But for now, I really don't care all that much. Just know, Boko Baba seeds. And by the way, there are at least some Boko Babas near the forest, like right out in front of it. You don't have to go to Forbidden Woods to kill some Boko Babas. But anyway, Boko Baba seeds. Use them to make magic potions. It's that simple. It's that easy. So, there is one more thing I want to do before we head out of the Forest Haven, and it's in an area that I've talked about before and said I couldn't really do anything in, but that was actually not entirely correct. Depending on the items you have at this current time, you may not be able to do anything there, but you do have to get one specific item from Beetle's shop to make it possible. So, we'll get to that right now. So up here, through this door, you may see that, I think the wind is going in the right direction, but let me check just to make sure. There's this whole area that I have. It's definitely not going in the right direction. Okay, never mind. There's this whole area over there that we cannot, or that we didn't go to before, rather. So I'm gonna go to it. I'm pretty excited. What could there be? Look at this little place. Oh, what is it? What is it? Well, if you talk to this guy, you have to hit that switch up there if you want to go down into the Nintendo Gallery nestled beneath this island. If you had a telescope, you could probably see what I'm talking about. That switch is a real pain. See, once you become a gallery member, they teach you how to activate the switch, but I'm not a member yet. Dang, if only I could fly through the skies. Whee, like a seagull, that would be great. Well, he kind of just explained everything. The first time you talk to him, he actually won't say that. I've talked to him before because I went to check just to make sure I really couldn't do anything down here. And, well, we got that dialogue instead of him just saying, "Can you hit that switch?" So that makes it a little bit easier to tell, like, oh, that's what I'm supposed to do. So, Hyoi pears. You can purchase them from Beetle's shop, and once you've purchased one, you can fly as a seagull and do a lot of different things. For example, smack your face into switches. It's not the only thing you can do, but it certainly is one of the more important things. That was a really funky jump. So, you can see why Huey pairs are pretty dang important and why they will be important later. So, keep them in mind. Buy them. Probably have 2 to 3 on you at a time, just in case you might need them later. You also need to use one of them for story progression eventually, so that is something. So, you are a member this whole time. Awesome. Hey, and thanks to you, I got to become a member too. Check it out. I gave this guy a pictograph, and he gave me this figurine in return. Talk about cool. This'll be all the rage. So, if we talk to this guy, welcome. Welcome to the Nintendo Gallery Figurine Palace. This is your first time here, isn't it? Did one of our members provide you with an introduction, I hope? Well, no worries, one way or the other. We've been losing members due to our lack of gimmicky attractions. But we don't worry. True fans know we're the coolest. So anyway, do you know what it takes to become a member of our club? The figurines we have on display here have all been made using pictographs provided by our devoted members. If you bring me, the master sculptor, a pictograph that steals my breath away, then you'll become a member. And you'll become able to view the collection in our galleries. And won't that be nice? Do you have such a pictograph? Well, let's see. So, let's see. What does he want? Actually, hold on. Yeah, okay, cool. I was in vicinity. What about this one? Does that inspire you? What's this? This is in black and white. Monochrome pictographs just don't provide the kind of inspiration I need to create a beautiful figurine, I'm afraid. Alright then. What about this pictograph, huh? Are you saying my fans want this figurine? Wow, that golden, freshly brushed hair, that stylish yet unassuming bod. Why, this is a mighty handsome man. Mercy, my very soul compels me to make a figurine from this picture. Please permit me to sculpt this. It will be a jewel of a figurine. So, what's your name, kid? Link? Link, is it? Well, Link, this officially marks our introduction into our little club. I think I should be done with this tomorrow. I'll have to ask you to be patient until then. So, let's wait. What you got for me, Pops? Welcome, Leek. Your figurine-based request has been fulfilled. It's been a long time since I've done work this exceptional. Go in that door there and check it out. I've put it in the first room on the left. My left. Your left is this way. So, the Nintendo Gallery is a pretty neat idea. These little figurines can be made after taking a picture of a lot of different things. For example, enemies, NPCs, as you saw. He will take your picture, and when I take, I mean take, so he actually will take your picture. I'm kind of glad he didn't like a monochrome picture, because I kind of love that picture quite a lot. I'd be very sad if he took it. Whenever you take a picture that's good, it will have the little golden good check mark in the corner, so you'll know if it's good enough. You won't have to travel back and forth and have him be like, this picture sucks, dude. And after that, you can just kind of come here and look at these little figurines. But here's the thing. What is your reward for doing all of this work? Because this is a single room out of many. This is a room where he puts figures of NPCs. You have to take pictures of pretty much everything. So what do you get for doing all of this? Because there's multiple rooms here that I was going to show, but I guess I'm walking out now. What is the reward you get? Well, it is a statue of Link and the King of Red Lions together, for filling all of these rooms with figurines and taking pictures of everything. That is, frankly speaking, not worth it in my opinion. I'm glad they didn't lock a piece of heart behind this, because that would make like 100%ing the game normally really hard and really annoying. But still, this is something that you might have to do if you want to 100% it, if you're a little bit of a completionist. And I will tell you right now, that just sucks to do. This is something I'm not going to focus my time on. Taking all of the pictures and completing it is, you know, a good pastime. It's one of those busy work type of things. And if you enjoy doing that type of thing, that's great. I don't. I really, 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 really don't. So I'm not going to be doing that. But if you want a cute little picture of Link and the King of Red Lions together, then, or a little statue rather of Link and the King of Red Lions together, go for it. Otherwise, there's no reason in doing that. There's no reason in taking pictures for him. It's not worth it. Mailbox. Good evening. Letter for Link. We have one letter. Here is your letter. Thank you, thank you. Dear Link, if you are reading this letter, it can only mean that you have peeked into one of our many post boxes. I am in debt to you. I am very sorry I let you leave without thanking you. Please accept my heartfelt apology along with my thanks. We cannot do much to help you, but we can at least do this. If you get any letters or parcels for you, we will deliver them to a post box near you. If you see any wiggling post boxes, please look inside them. I suppose you have a long way to go before your perilous journey is done. I have included a gift for you that will, with my letter, in hope that it might help you. Please accept this small token. I look forward to the day we meet again. May fortune fill your wings. From Kamali's father. A piece of heart. That is very much worth your time. And now, with that out of the way, let's talk to him forcefully. I didn't press A there. That was forced upon me. So this place, too, has been attacked by Ganon. Could he already be regaining his power? Link, you must get the remaining pearl. It lies in a place northwest of here. We must set sail immediately. Yes, we must set sail to the east of here. Something interesting to note while we're sailing. You can see in the top left corner that we have certain things set to our D-pad. I've already talked about the Wind Waker, but I haven't actually talked about the fact that there is this salvaging ability set to the D-pad. We've had that for a while, and it was accessible to us after we got the grappling hook. Well, in the original game, it would actually be that you would have to equip the grappling hook in order for you to salvage anything from under the ground. I've been playing a lot of Xenoblade Chronicles 2, so apologies if that's not the right terminology, but that's what I'm going to go with. So that was very inconvenient, but also I feel that removes a bit of a feeling of worth for the item specifically, because I'm in the wrong area. I'm going to move into the correct area while I continue to sail. But I feel like that removes a feeling of worth from the item a little bit. You can still activate it by equipping it, but still, it's a little bit of a tiny gripe I have, and it's a tiny gripe, trust me, because I definitely do prefer convenience over simple pleasures like, ooh, this item now means a lot to me. Yay! I do prefer the item just overall being more convenient to use. So, small complaint, very, very tiny complaint, and very tiny talk about the changes that have been made between the HD version and the GameCube version in order to make it easier. What is that? Back to my thought. That was just something small that came to mind. And again, it's a very small gripe. I don't care that much. I frankly don't care at all, really. That was just something that came to mind, and I was like, huh, that's kind of neat. So, we are going to move on to this island, because there's one thing I want to do here before I continue on in my journey, and, you know, kind of how this works. I stop and do things I want to do. I don't know why this was so awkward. It really didn't need to be. Anyway, this whole beginning portion is pretty basic. Nothing super interesting here. Just like a mailbox and all that. This right here is the Cliff Plateau Isles. Let's do some platforming and hop into this hole and see what this place has got to offer, because it's got to offer something, right? So there are places on islands that'll hold these like little tiny mini dungeons, or these little tiny mini platforming challenges that are pretty cool. This area specifically kind of reminds me of, I kind of like having items equipped on me at all times, on all slots, just for the sake of feeling good about myself, I guess. Anyway, these platforms kind of remind me of Chun-Nan from Sonic Unleashed, from the 360 PS3 version, which I never got to play because I didn't own either of those systems. I don't know why that came to mind, but it really does remind me of that. Kind of random. But this isn't super interesting. I like these floating platforms. Aesthetically, it's very cute. I like it a lot. It's a little bit of a pretty area, and I've already talked about how I really like the particle effects in this game, and there's particle effects in this area, so ooh, that means I already like it as, from a default perspective. I just really like it because particle effects, and it's pretty. Anyway, moving on from my fickle desire to have particle effects and everything. Some Boko Babas here, but again, oh man, they're so easy to get rid of. Killing Boko Babas has never been easier, and I'm so happy to say that. So right up here, ooh, I see what you're putting down up. Okay, come on now. Really? You had to do that to me? Alright, that's fine. This can be lit on fire, and I assume that hopefully I can keep it in there. Wow. I was saying that I could hopefully do that because I couldn't think of any other way to do this. And you know, I guess that was right. That's super weird though, because I feel like Link would very much have issues holding this fire, like just in that bulb with him on that massive stick. Like, that just seems weird to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm the weird one. Who knows? Who knows? I could be the weird one, but I really doubt it in this case scenario. That just does not seem normal, or right, or healthy for Link in any way, shape, or form. I am so bad at this. And now that we have exited the area, we have a Korok. Ooh, how you doing?
Hello, swordsman. I haven't seen you in a while. How have you been? I've come here to plant the Great Deku Tree seed. But look! Usually the forest trees sprout quite vigorously wherever you plant them. For some reason, this one has withered. I'd be willing to bet that the trees by my fellow Koroks have planted are withering as well. It seems that when one tree fails to grow from its seed, all the forest trees from that year's seeds will wither and fail to grow tall and mighty. What are we to do? If we are not able to nurse these trees to health, the forest will never spread, and the Great Deku Tree will slowly wither and die. Maybe if we could sprinkle the water from the forest haven on the tree, maybe then this sapling would be saved. That water is the wellspring of the Great Deku Tree's life force. Swordsman, can you go to the forest haven and get some of water that flows from the Great Deku Tree? Could you get some of that sparkling water and sprinkle it on this poor forest tree? Please, please help me. So you can kind of see why that forest water that would eventually turn into normal water was kind of important, and why we would need it for a later side quest. It's because that's the later side quest, man. Another treasure chart. So yeah, that's a blue choo-choo. There we go. Like most electrified enemies, if you can stun them, their electricity will just disappear. So using the boomerang on the blue choo-choo is great. So you can kind of see why getting to this tree in time would be a little bit difficult. While this area is super close to the forest haven, you can see it right over there, you will have to go through that entire little mini gauntlet and deal with all of that just to get to this tree and sprinkle the water on it, which could probably take somewhere around 30 minutes if it's your first time going through it, or like you're trying to remember exactly where the tree may be. I don't know. I can see why that would be a little bit of a difficult, challenging task. Because initially I thought, oh, well, that's pretty easy. And then I was like, well, you know, I can actually see why that's a bit more of a challenge. There really wasn't that much of the Great Sea shown off this episode, because the only place we went to was, well, right over there. Right where I'm facing.
and see it off in the distance. So next time on Let's Play The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD, we will go and do a bit more out on the Great Sea, because everything that I wanted to do here in the Forest Haven is done. But again, that's for next time. So, until then.